It's Curtis Harding on BBC Radio 6 Music. Need Your Love is the name of the tune. And, well, it's Marianne Hobbs. We're live in Salford and down at the BBC's Maida Vale studios in London. I am absolutely delighted to welcome Natasha and Bat for Lashes to 6 this morning. Hello, Natasha.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Sitting in a big old studio.
Yeah. Oh,
Laura, there's only two of us in a massive room.
It's beautiful, isn't it, being right in the centre of that enormous space?
It's lovely. I had to go on the Steinway.
Oh, great. I believe Siri's been having a bit of a chat with you as well.
They were telling me to turn my phone off, and Siri's like, how can I help you? So please, just go away. But hopefully it won't go off.
Yeah.
Sorry if it does.
Oh, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I often feel that my phone is really, it's kind of lonely because it endlessly tries to have conversations with my laptop.
There's a secret romance going on, sounds like.
Yeah, I think you're right. What are you going to play for us first today?
We're going to do a version of Kids in the Dark.
Okay, lovely. Let's hear it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lying next to you, we could be on the moon. Tell me you're not leaving, 'cause you're always on my mind. It's been such a dark night. Boy, I know you've been grieving. Riding through the pines, see you in the red light, and everything is on fire. Let's take it down to the heart. Let's take it down to where the loving starts, where we're just kids in the dark. Lying next to you, I wanna live for two. I tell you I'm never leaving, 'cause you're always on my mind. It's been such a hard time, but I know it's the real thing. Riding through the pines, see you in the red light, and everything is on fire. Let's take it down to the
Artful Ashes playing live in session on BBC Radio 6 Music. I'm kind of welling up with tears actually a little bit at this end. Kids in the Dark. Natasha, how beautiful.
Oh, thank you. It makes me a bit sad too. It's just an very emotional song.
Yeah, who are you playing with today?
I'm playing with Laura Groves, the lovely Laura. We've toured together quite a lot, and we're sort of just doing stripped down shows at the moment, so stripped down versions of the new album.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about this record, Lost Girls, due out on September the 6th. And I guess we need to begin with your location to start off with, because you've spent some time living out in Los Angeles, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been there for the last 2.5 years.
Yeah, what drew you to the city, do you think?
I'd been in London for a very long time, and Brighton before that, and I finished my 10-year record deal with EMI, and I just thought it was time for a change. And lots of old friends had moved there, and so there's lots of great dance and music and film stuff, and I just thought, I'm going to go out and make films and see what happens, and get a bit of sunshine. Yeah, it's been great though.
There's something really magical about LA, I think. It seems to draw people with real creative ambition. And, you know, every single person that you meet, be it a valet parking guy or a waitress, they're all really, you know, a singer in a band or an actress in waiting, you know. And I kind of love that about the city, that it's so full of energy in that way.
Yeah, it's a city of dreamers, and I think you can kind of create your own weird experience living up in the hills, or like you say, whatever you're doing, people are sort of working on some strange magical life that they're dreaming up, and having the desert and the pine forests and, you know, all the crazy landscape around is really inspiring. You just have to drive an hour out and you can be, you know, a tiny dot on a huge mountain or something, so that's been really inspiring.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the stories that underpin Lost Girls. I did hear a rumour, which obviously appeals to me enormously, that there are all-girl motorcycle gangs that are part of this narrative.
Oh, definitely. I just couldn't afford all the motorbikes yet for the videos, but in my heart. No, I kind of wrote a script basically for Lost Girls. So it started off as a feature film, and it is about a desert-dwelling sort of gang of biker girls that have mystical powers, and they come into the downtown and capture me. And it's just the journey of me sort of finding my sort of way back to these girls and all these mystical things that we do together. And yeah, they're I mean, we've had them in the video and stuff. We've been in the desert. They're all girls that sort of I've collected on my travels, and yeah, it's just been really fun to work with them.
Do you know, I was thinking back to a very early interview that we did many years ago together, actually. I think it was the first one that we ever did, and you told me a little bit about your work teaching young children and how that's always kind of inspired that narrative element of what it is that you do.
Yeah, I think everything I do is based on sort of storytelling or myths or fables or archetypes and characters that I like to create in my mind. I just think it's a really useful tool for me for making songs, because to me each small song is like a narrative in itself, and they all move together to kind of make a film or a novel or something in my mind. But actually in LA I was teaching meditation to prisoners that were rehabilitating, and then I did some teaching last year with some teenage kids that had dropped out of school, and we were doing art and like dioramas, and I was asking them all what their life story is and how could they put that into art, how can they symbolise that with objects or sound or words. And yeah, so it sort of runs through everything I do. I can't stop telling stories, but it's just the way I see the world, I suppose.
Oh, it's beautiful. I also wanted to talk to you about this Ivor Novello Award that you've just won. Congratulations for the BBC series Requiem. It's such a fantastic prize, isn't it, the Ivor Novello? It feels like the real one among all of them, really, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose because it's not filmed on the day, and there's a lot of old school brilliant musicians and producers and songwriters. They're all collecting together to sort of acknowledge the work that's been done in the year, and no, I really enjoyed it, and I've got a little collection on my mantelpiece making me feel old, but but it's nice to be supported as the years go by and as your career progresses and you change. For people to recognise that I do film music or music for visuals as well is lovely.
Yeah. There's a live show, we need to talk about that as well, August the 22nd, the in-store at Rough Trade East. And I did also spot that there's an after-show party at the Ace Hotel with Galdem, who we absolutely love DJing, and yourself too. Tell us a little bit about what's going to happen at the party. It sounds fantastic.
It's just going to be raucous. I think we're just going to play a lot of danceable. I'm going to probably do like a sort of horror film 80s vampire sort of dance music session, and then I think the girls are going to come in and we're just going to have a laugh. I'll have some family down and stuff, so yeah, come on down, be fun.
Fantastic. Well, I've chosen a piece of music to play for you just before we get the second session track, and I thought, because of obviously the nature of the theme of Lost Girls and the girls on bikes, I thought I'd play the British Lion Orchestra working with Les Reed here, and this was actually the soundtrack for Girl on a Motorcycle with Marianne Faithfull.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
That leather katsu really is everything, isn't it?
I'm one of those. I'm actually wearing one right now.
Oh, you would look magnificent in that. That was the British Lion Orchestra working with Les Reed, Girl on a Motorcycle, which was, of course, the soundtrack and the principal piece for that film with Marianne Faithfull. And, well, if you are just joining us, welcome along. It's Marianne Hobbs. You're locked on BBC Radio 6 Music, and I am absolutely delighted to have Natasha Khan, Bat for Lashes, down at the BBC's Maida Vale studios playing live in session for us today. Natasha, have we got another tune?
We do. It's called The Hunger.
Oh, fantastic.
It's the latest single that just came out.
Thank you. Let's hear it.
Thank you.
See the hunger inside.
Bat for Lashes, playing live in session on BBC Radio 6 Music. The Hunger is the name of the tune. Natasha, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Can I share a few of the tweets? There's just a beautiful kind of font emerging on Twitter right now.
Yeah.
Claire Niven says, is there a better way to start a Monday morning? I cannot wait for a tour. It's been way too long. I assume a tour's on the way, right?
Yeah. We're thinking something up.
Yeah.
Something special. Yeah.
We've got a message here from Jack Brady who says, Bat for Lashes like a huge, beautiful wave washing over me. Just absolutely stunning. Yasmin's with us. She says, so beautiful. I think I'm going to join you, Marianne, and just cry a little bit. That was absolutely awesome. Natasha's an angel. And a really interesting message here from Joanne Croxford that I should share with you. And she says, so good to hear Bat for Lashes on Six Music. Still so serene. Natasha's first album was the soundtrack of me getting clean nearly 10 years. And nearly 10 years later, it's a relief to have such a constant voice of beauty and passion to keep my musical choices alive in my life. That's from Joanne.
Oh, hello, Joanne. Thank you.
Yeah.
They're all very moving. Thank you. Thanks, everyone, for listening.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. We'll hope to see you very soon out on tour. And I should let everybody know there is that one live show, Rough Trade East in London on August the 22nd, and the after show party at the Ace Hotel over in Hackney, or Shoreditch, I should say, actually, with Galdam, who are DJing as well as Natasha. And then, of course, the album Lost Girls is released on September the 6th.
This is BBC Radio 6 Music.